And a very good afternoon, everybody. We are here live inside the Wells Fargo Arena, along with Roger Reed and Zach McCool. This is Jamie Vaskey, and fellas, we are set for Class 1A quarterfinals. The 2A and 3A quarterfinals are in the book. We'll have a round of Class 1A as the quarterfinalists will take the mats, followed by Class 2A semifinals and consolation quarterfinals before we come back for the second round consolations for Class 1A. We've seen a lot of good wrestling so far here today, gentlemen, and it's only going to get better from here on out.
Well, you're exactly right, Jamie. No, we went from one emotion to the other emotion this morning. We had some highs, we had some lows, but that's what this round of wrestling is all about right here. We're going to see wrestlers lay it out all on the line, give everything they've got. They're going to fight, they're going to battle, they're going to scrap. And then sometimes if things don't go the way, they're even going to cry. And you hate to see that. But, you know, that's the emotion of the state tournament. That's what makes it so much fun to be here. That's what makes it so much fun for us to call the action. And you know, we're looking forward to this round. There's going to be some great 1A action and then followed by some more 2A action. So it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. As before we start this session, we mentioned that we have a national anthem singer from West Delaware. Her name is Renee Pins. You'll get her introduction here, and we will have her national anthem for you when it comes up. As again, our first area wrestler is going to be at weight class 106. That's going to be Brock Henderson from North Lynn, as Brock will be taking on Jordan Schmitz from Don Bosco. He's a senior at 41-5. Henderson, the freshman, at 36-4. It should be a good match there in the quarterfinals. And we will not have a wrestler until weight class 126, where we'll have Jared Coyle. We are going to turn it over now to PA announcer John Kinley as he introduces Renee Pins and her national anthem.
Anthem, which will be performed this afternoon by Renee Pins. Renee is a senior at West Delaware High School. She has been in choir, show choir, and the musicals all 4 years of high school. This year, she has been a part of the UNI and WAMAC vocal music festivals and the Dorian and Meistersinger honor choirs. She has also performed the national anthem numerous times in solo, duet, and quartet arrangements. Ladies and gentlemen, Renee Pins and our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wonderful job, Renee Pins from West Delaware in our national anthem as she gets us going here for Class 1A quarterfinals and Class 2A semifinals that will be coming up at the conclusion of the 1A matches. And up first, we've got Brock Henderson from North Lynn.
Jamie, I believe this was a semifinal round match at the Benton Community Invite where Schmitz won a very close match over Henderson. And I'm looking forward to seeing this match again today. I just counted in the bracket, in the 106-pound bracket in Class 1A. There's 11 freshmen, there's 4 sophomores, and 1 senior. Henderson is one of the 11 freshmen. Schmitz is the lone senior in this class of 16 in weight class 106. So we're going to get ready to go here. And Schmitz has a size advantage here. The very long Jordan Schmitz from Don Bosco. Again, 41-5. Brock Henderson now 36-4. I saw in between matches, I saw Coach Brad Bridgewater working on some fine tunings with this young man. There's a low single shot by Henderson. He's in deep, but that length of Schmitz is causing some problems with the short, compact Henderson. Nice down block there, Zach, by Schmitz, but Henderson's doing a nice job hanging on to that single. He's going to come back up to his feet. Good job by both wrestlers.
Yeah, Henderson took a great shot, but at the same time, you know, his opponent is very long, so it's going to be tough for Henderson with his short body to get into those legs, so he's got to really explode in order to get one of those limbs.
Yeah, create some angles. He's going to have to create a good angle here. 1:07 left to go in this first period. Henderson with the lone shot. Schmitz is more comfortable countering. There's a nice snap down by Henderson. Short arm drag attempt by Schmitz. Henderson squares him off, and there's a long shot by Schmitz. Great opportunity for Henderson with the front headlock. He missed it, but here we go. Long shot by Schmitz again. Nice counter by Henderson. Let's see if he can cut the corner. And another opportunity for Henderson there, Zach, to cut the corner, and Schmitz squares off with him.
Schmitz is doing a nice job of not staying down on the mat too long. He's taking his shot. He's not getting his shot, and so he's coming right back out, not allowing Henderson to get the front headlock.
Well, 24 seconds left to go, and we'll see if Henderson can find a way to dent this defense of the senior from Don Bosco. Again, Schmitz loading up another shot. Henderson does a nice job moving away from it. 13 seconds left to go. And Brock Henderson and Jordan Schmitz. There's a long single shot by Schmitz one more time. Henderson does a nice job down blocking. 3 seconds left, and that's going to do it for our first period. 0-0. Very good first period for Henderson not to give up any points. It's going to be his choice. He's going to defer over to Schmitz, and Schmitz is going to choose down. 2 minutes set up on the clock. Schmitz is wearing the blue and gold and white Don Bosco singlet with the cross across his backside and shoulder blades. Again, Northland, it's Henderson in that maroon singlet with the white waistband with the white links across his back shoulder blades. Good hand control by Schmitz. Schmitz is going to come to a standing sit out, turn in, and he's going to face Henderson for 1 point escape. That's good hand control by the senior.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. You know, Schmitz did a nice job getting hand control, getting his hips away, and getting that 1 point escape. 1:33
left to go, back to neutral. Henderson certainly needs to set up a shot. Schmitz has taken about 4 or 5 shots without Henderson shooting back on him. There's another long shot by Schmitz. We may get a stalling call against Henderson. Schmitz has taken 5 shots in a row. Now Schmitz has picked up the pace a little bit. So the freshman from Northland, there's a shot by him. High crotch, he's in deep. Got to cut across to a double or suck that knee in. He's got the right knee of Schmitz. Slides up to the thigh. He's got to lift it or get out of it. Nice down block by Schmitz. Schmitz now on top of Henderson. And again, you've certainly got to cut across there, Zach McCool. If you don't, you're going to be in trouble. Schmitz splits the hands of Henderson. Henderson's hanging on to the right leg of Jordan Schmitz. And Schmitz is going to hit a go behind and score 2. Henderson still squaring him off. Good job by the freshman. Henderson looked like he was going to score 2 on the go behind. Schmitz still in the down block, and we're going to get a stalemate. Good defensive wrestling by the freshman from Northland.
Roger, that's exactly what we've been talking about earlier today. A lot of guys shooting in, getting in deep, but then staying square and not creating the angle to get by the hips. They like to stay underneath and not create that angle to get to 2 points and just sit there.
Well, we'll see if Henderson can shoot another one of those fantastic shots, but this time score with it. Schmitz is up 1-0. There's a sweep single by Schmitz. Nice down block, front headlock by Henderson. Boy, another opportunity for the freshman, and he missed it on the go behind. Schmitz picking up the pace here the last 10 seconds of this match. We've talked about that for 3 days now, how important it is to wrestle till the end of the period and not relax with the final 8 to 10 seconds left to go in the match. Henderson's choice is going to choose down. I'll tell you what, you got to get moving. You got to get moving here, Zach McCool. The legs in the cradle of the Don Bosco Dons are deadly. You've got to have great hand control, and there's great hand control, and the freshman's out in about 2.5 seconds.
Now, if he gets back in there, he's done a great job of getting in on shots, but he hasn't finished. He gets in, he's had a couple nice high crotch shots, but he gets in there and he doesn't finish. He's got to keep moving forward, and once he gets in, just drive through it and keep moving.
Well, let's see. He's back in. He's got Henderson. He's got Schmidt sitting on his backside. He's going to pick up 2. Brock Henderson has Schmidt sitting on his backside. Now he's up 3-1 with 1:31 left to go. Wow, outstanding job there. Now 1 point escape by Schmitz. It's 3-2 in favor of the freshman from North Lynn. No stalling calls, 1:22 left. Got to get going if you're Jordan Schmitz. He's going to continue to take shots. If you're Brock Henderson, you got to move in, you got to circle, you got to lower your level, and you got to come up with some hand control.
You know, Jamie and Roger, this is what we've talked about also, is this match is far from over. So he's got to continue to stay on the offense, stay low, stay in good position, because there's still 1:07 left. Really far from being over.
3-2. Henderson in on another low shot. Let's see if he can make it count. He's going to come up through the back door of Schmitz. He's got Schmitz elevated momentarily. Now Schmitz draped over the back of Henderson. Henderson's got to pop his head out. If he can get his head out and cover the hips, he's got his head out.
That's 2.
Now let's see if he can cover the hips of Schmitz. Schmitz still through the legs of Henderson. Henderson's on knees, and he's trying to drive across Schmitz. Referee looking close, and you get a stalemate. Larry Henderson, Brad Bridgewater beside themselves. Give him a chance to finish the shot. Boy, oh boy. The freshman from North Lynn in deep. Reshot there. Schmitz with the shot. Reshot by Henderson. 33 seconds left. Now hard collar tied by Schmitz. No stalling calls left. There's Henderson in on a low shot again. He's got a squeeze from there. 25 seconds left to go. Hard down block by Schmitz. Schmitz now trying to get the corner on Henderson. Henderson latched on to the right leg. Now Henderson's got to get his head out to the outside. He's going to dump Schmitz to his backside. Pick up 2. It's 5-2 now with 12 seconds left to go in the match. And the freshman from North Lynn has just punched his ticket to the semifinals with a very hard-fought, a very smart match. Brock Henderson will win this match 5-2, and he will advance to the semifinals as a freshman. Smart match, gentlemen. Outstanding job by the freshman from North Lynn.
That's exactly what you call exploding. He was exploding through his shots, getting in deep and finishing. You know, the first 2 shots that he took that entire match, he didn't quite get finished like Jamie was talking about. But then after that, after we got done talking about it, Henderson did a very nice job of exploding and finishing his shots and ultimately winning that match.
I'm not sure. I didn't see many emotions on the face of Brock Henderson, but his dad, Larry, is just down there bouncing around, jumping up and down. He's excited, so that's a great win there. Jared Coyle going to be up now.
Well, Jamie, I must remind our listeners again, when we first saw Brock Henderson, he was unranked, and tell you what, he got himself into the rankings, and now he's going to be on the medal stand. Outstanding job. All right. Well, we're waiting for Jared Coyle to come up, and he's going to be on mat number 8, as he is going to be taking on Brady Rudin from Wilton. He's a senior at 48-1, so tough draw for Jared Coyle, but like we always say down here, if you're going to be the best, at some point you've got to beat the best. And there you have it. Jared Coyle is taking the map. Maquoketa Valley's got their all-white singlets on. Jared Coyle sporting his gold headgear. He's going to wear the green leg bands. We've got Jared Coyle, and then our next match will be at 1:38 with Sawyer Amling taking on Taylor Lehman from Clarion Goldfield. So underway here, Brady Rudin from Wilton, 48-1, a tough cookie. Jared Coyle, though, he can wrestle with the best of them. He's 46-5 now, so no slouch. There's Rudin in on a single. Hard whizzer by Coyle. And Coyle's got to roll with Rudin, try to get in a scramble. Rudin's got the single leg up the left leg of Coyle. Coyle's going to drop between the legs of Rudin and try to come out on a scramble. And Rudin's going to pick up 2. He comes out with a Turk. And now a scissor by Coyle gets the Turk out of his legs. Here comes a crossbody right on the right side of Jared Coyle. Off the edge of the mat they go. So great scramble by Coyle. Comes up with no points to go with the scramble. But I'm telling you what, that was a great scramble. Almost had 2 there coming out. There's a stand-up by Coyle. Here comes a crossbody ride by Rudin one more time. And here comes a banana split. We saw that earlier by Daniel Pike. Banana split by Brady Rudin, and no points for it. We saw Daniel Pike win by a fall, this morning in this morning's session. We saw Brady Rudin lock it up right there. He's got the left arm of Jared Coyle over the top of his head, working on a guillotine. And Zach, a very good legger here in Rudin, so Jared Coyle is going to have to work some hand control and some hip action. 39 seconds left to go, and we're going to get potentially dangerous. And Jared Coyle will go back down as we get potentially dangerous and stop the match with 37 seconds left to go in the first period. There's a stand-up by Coyle, and once again, Rudin throws a cross body right in on the right side of Coyle. Coyle's going to have to work on kicking that leg free when he comes to that stand-up. 27 seconds left. Coyle kicks the leg free. Here comes a cradle by Rudin. He's got it locked up. Coyle working hard to break the grip of Rudin, but Rudin with the cradle in. He's picking up 3 back points. Coyle has the left heel or the right heel of Rudin. Got to be careful there. Sometimes I think you grab that, you take yourself to your own back. 6 seconds left to go. I don't think Rudin's going to get the fall, but he's going to come up with 3 back points on Jared Coyle, and Rudin will take a 5-0 lead. I can see why Rudin is 48-1, Zach.
Yeah, very tough wrestler on his feet and on top here. So, you know, his record speaks for itself. Very good wrestler.
Yeah, and he's going to go up on top, and why wouldn't he? You know, Rudin is not a physical specimen. He's just kind of long and lanky, and I tell you what, all it takes, if you're a cradle man and a leg man, Rudin's got a cradle locked up on Coyle. Coyle does a nice job breaking the grip of Rudin. Here comes a cross body right again on the right side. Rudin puts a cross body right in. Now he locks around the leg of Coyle. He's going to try to set up that tip again, that tilt. And there's back points. There's a spladle. Brady Rudin with a spladle in on Coyle. Coyle kicks free. Now Rudin has Coyle on his back one more time. He's between the legs with his right hand. He's got a cross face to a far arm with his left hand. And once again, he's going to pick up 3 near fall. And that's going to be an 8-0 lead for the senior from Wilton. And he is highly ranked. I think he's ranked 1 or 2 in class 1A at 126, and we're finding out why. There's a side roll attempt by Coyle, and nice job by Wilton to keep his hips tight. And we might have another tilt by Rudin, and very frustrating, Zach, if you're Jared Coyle here trying to kick free, and Rudin seems to find a way to work a tilt or come out on top or something.
Yeah, it's I mean, there's not much he can do. He's getting to his feet. He seems like he's getting out, and all of a sudden he's ending up on his back, just different ways all the time here. So he's got to keep fighting, maybe find a way on top, find some magic, and get a pin.
Well, he's up to a tripod stand-up, and he's wrapped around the right leg. There's a 3-point near fall. Coyle could shake Rudin down, and we're going to get a stalemate. Rudin has showed us a crossface cradle, a far side cradle, a spladle, a banana split, a crossface to a far arm, and a leg Turk. So he's a man of many offensive weapons here. And here comes that stand-up by Coyle one more time. 18 seconds left to go. Now a power half Nelson. So there's offensive move number 6 or 7 for Brady Rudin. So he has quite a repertoire of moves from his top position. And again, you talk about stopping one, and he's got another one loaded up, ready to go. 11-0. It's going to be Coyle's choice to start the third period. And he's going to go neutral. And I wouldn't go back under.
No, I think he's going to look for a throw here, get in a scramble situation, hopefully end up on top.
Well, the clock isn't running. Clock guys, start the clock. Clock is not running. Clock guys are sleeping. Clock is not running. We've had about 15 seconds left to go. Now it's running. So Jared Coyle is going to get a bonus 15 seconds in this match. We'll see if he can use that to his advantage. 1:47 now to go. Hard underhook by Coyle. He's going to jack Rudin up. Let's see if he can launch him. Rudin's going to sag. Coyle's going to throw him. And Coyle's going to try to pick up 2. He tried to hit a go behind, and Rudin blocked him off. I'll tell you what, that was a nice job. That was close right there. He had the underhook on. And tell you what, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting throw attempt there by Coyle. just couldn't quite load it up. The flexibility of Rudin there. There's an ankle pick now by Rudin. Crawls up the leg of Coyle for a single.
Now wrestling at mat number 1 at 132, Logan Mays, Wilton.
106 left to go in this match. Rudin up 11-0, but Coyle doing a nice job staying with it. And again, coming up short on that go behind as Rudin squares off one more time. Hard collar tie by Coyle. Sweep single attempt by Rudin. Back to the feet they go. Coyle takes a peek at the clock, sees 49 seconds left, so he's still got plenty of time. He's going to have to set up a throw. There's an underhook by Coyle, and he's going to try to launch Rudin. Rudin sags, blocks him off, blocks Coyle off with his head. 35 seconds, tap and go by Rudin. Rudin in on a single, hard whizzer by Coyle. Coyle trying to dig the head of Rudin out from his legs. Rudin will cut across, do a double, sit Jared Coyle on his backside for a 2-point takedown, 13-0. 13-0 now. Carter Happel fans, stand ready. That Happel-Washburn match will be up here shortly, I believe. Again, we're keeping tabs on Carter Happel. Got some listeners in our area that are interested in that match. So that's going to do it. That's going to be a 13-0.
Now wrestling on mat number 5 at 132, J.D. Reader, South Hamilton.
That's going to be a 13-0 loss for Jared Coyle. So he will get thrown to the backside. And if he's going to medal Jamie and Zach, he's going to have to 13-0. He's going to have to come through the backside now.
Roger, it looks like he's going to be facing Cole Fox from Don Bosco.
Okay, we'll write that in my book here. Cole Fox from Don Bosco will be at Jared Coyle's. All right, mat number 6. So we've got Sawyer Amling, the Edco Viking, the lone Viking qualifier here. Winnable match here for him. He's taking on Taylor Lehman from Clarion Goldfield. He's a senior at 33-5. Sawyer Amling, fresh off that tremendous victory over Derek Bailey from Maple Valley Anthenoto, 42-3 coming in. Amling won that match 6-4 with a late takedown. So we're going to see Amling take the mat here. He's got that white knee brace on his right knee, and Lehman's got a white knee brace on his right knee. So we'll see what happens here. Sawyer Amling right on a shot on the whistle. We saw him do that yesterday. He's in on a single on Lehman. Now tries to climb the body, a hard whizzer. Now Amling's going to pick up Lehman. Let's see if he can lift and return. He's got Lehman in trouble. Let's see if he can pick up 2 here. That should be 2. Not 2 yet. Referee's going to call him off the mat. Nice shot by Lehman. Or excuse me, nice shot by Amling. Pretty good defense there by Lehman. Ankle pick now by Lehman. Sawyer Amling kicks out of it. Very, very nice job right there. Sweep single now by Amling. Nice counter by Lehman. Again, these guys are laying it out all on the line here, and we're seeing everything. There's a single leg by Amling. He's got the right leg locked up. Let's see if he can pick it up off the mat. Hard whizzer by Lehman. Lehman with the stuffing of the head of Amling, and off the edge of the mat they go. Happel and Washburn 0-0 with 58 seconds left to go in the first period. These two, this is the 3rd time I believe these two have met. Happel winning both matches, very close. Front headlock now by Amling. He's got the head of Lehman stuffed to the mat. Let's see if he can turn this into a takedown. 1:04 left on the mat. They're left on the clock, first period. 58 seconds left to go, 0-0. Nice front headlock by Amling. Let's get a stalemate. Thank you very much, and we'll go back to action. All right, there's the whistle. There's the whistle. Another long shot by Amling is in deep on Lehman. Let's see if he can turn this into 2. Lehman crawls through the legs of Amling. Amling's going to try to hip across. Lehman still has control of the left ankle of Sawyer Amling. Amling now draped across Lehman. Lehman is going to try to come through the legs of Amling. Might be a 2-point takedown, defensive takedown by Lehman, and it is. Lehman's going to score first here with 27 seconds left. Tremendous shot. Tremendous shot by Amling, not able to score. Lehman's going to score on the scramble. And gentlemen, Zach, you talked about the importance of once you're in on that shot finishing. Nice escape there by Amling with 8 seconds left to go. So it's 2-1 with 6 seconds left. Amling trying to load up a late second shot here. 2 seconds, 1, first period over. First period over, Amling down 2-1. It's going to be Lehman's choice. He's going to defer over to Amling, and we'll see where Amling decides to go. I think you got to go back down. Happel and Washburn 0-0. Happel chose down to start the second period, and there's a 1-point escape by Carter Happel. 2 state champions there. Washburn winning it last year at 113. Happel winning it at 120.
Washburn a 2-time champ.
Yes, indeed. Happel a 1-timer. So the winner here has a leg in on the third championship. All right, 2-1, 138 left to go. Sawyer Amling trying to work on a stand-up. He gets to his feet. Lehman dives in on a single to the left side of Amling, and Amling's up. There's Happel, pancaked Washburn, could be a fall. Happel could pin Washburn here. Washburn shot in. Washburn shot in with his elbows out, and Happel pancaked him. Happel looking for the fall here. 48 seconds left to go in the match. Happel trying to scoop the arms of Washburn. Washburn's going to roll through. And maybe Happel reloading that cattle catcher. He's going to reload it. That's a strength move right there. Referee down looking close there for the fall. In the meantime, it's 4-2. Lehman, an escape by Amling, and a takedown on the edge of the mat by Lehman. Lehman's now going to take a 4-2. Lehman's going to take a 4-2 lead there with 1:05 left to go in the second period. Stand up now by Amling. Amling now with a hard whizzer on Lehman. Boy, referee, not sure what the referee is looking for down there. Double leg, double spur, there's the fall. Happel with the fall over Washburn. So Carter Happel fans in Northeast Iowa there, you've got stuff to celebrate there as Carter Happel pins the 2-time state champ from Alburnett with a pancake and a double spur. 41 seconds left now, 4-3. We're in neutral as Amling came up with an escape. We're going to get potentially dangerous as Amling held on to the left ankle of Lehman, Taylor Lehman from Clarion Goldfield. Lehman drops in on a single, reshot by Amling. He's in deep again. Hey, you got a score here, Sawyer Amling. In deep on a single, and once again, Zach, he's standing flat-footed.
And he keeps going around the waist after he gets a single there, and he's getting stuck, getting whizzered hard. He's got to dump. He's got to get him moving. He's got to create angles instead of staying there square.
Well, step out and cattle catch him, go right around his head and throw him to his back, and that's what Lehman did to Amling right there. Amling's got to fight out of this now. You don't want to give up 2, and there's a 2-point takedown by Lehman with 4 seconds left to go. It's a 6-3. 6-3 lead now. Boy, that's about 3 great shots by Amling, Jamie, and you have nothing to show for it.
You got to finish. We've seen it all day. You know, Zach, I don't think Zach can say it anymore. You've got to finish shots, and we've seen too many of our area kids wasting good opportunities.
1:54 now, third period underway. Lehman's choice. He's going to choose up. Amling's going to slap a cross body right in on him. Hey, this Taylor Lehman is a senior, is 33-5. You know, sorry, Amling beat a very good Derek Bailey from Maple Valley, who was 42-3. Amling with the leg in gets very high, and Lehman's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. And it's now 8-3. Sawyer Amling digging himself a very deep hole here to try and get out of. Again, it's been the very defensive-minded Lehman. You know, Amling's been in on some great shots, but the inability of him to finish him when he needed to is the difference in this match. Now you're down by 5. You got to get 1 here and then something feet to back. I don't know if Amling has something here feet to back.
He's got to dig deep here, find a way to go feet to back. Very frustrating getting in a lot of shots and not coming up short with that point.
Well, 1:01 left to go. Should be warning on Lehman for hanging on to the ankles of Amling, but Amling's going to find the edge, and we're going to get a restart. Going back to the center of the mat, 1 minute to go here in this match. Taylor Lehman up 8-3. There's a stand-up by Amling. Let's see if Amling can turn this into, there's a stalemate. Call a stalemate right there. Lehman's hanging on to the ankle, or warning on Lehman for stalling. It's got to be a stalemate or warning. The clock is, precious seconds are burning off the clock. Now Lehman climbs back up the body of Amling. Amling back to his feet. Lehman drops right back in on the leg, and he's going to hang on for dear life. That's a great position to burn some clock. And Lehman now cuts through the legs of Amling, latches onto the left leg, and he's going to try to pull his head out. 22 seconds left to go, and Lehman's going to cover up. Lehman's going to pull his head out and cover up the hips of Amling. With 13 seconds left, it looks like Sawyer Amling will get pitched to the backside, and he's going to have to do this the hard way. He's going to lose this match 8-3 and get dumped to the backside. You know, going to go back and look at that tape and see all the great shots he took. But again, Zach, you talked about the ability to, or the inability of Amling to finish it by keeping his feet moving.
Yeah, absolutely. We continue to talk about it for the last 2 days, 3 days, creating angles, creating motion, discomfort for the opposing opponent, and we haven't seen that much out of our area wrestlers. It's not just Sawyer Amling. It's about every single one of them, and we've said that probably each match that we've covered so far. So that's something that you'd like to see as a coach and a fan, and us, is a little bit more motion, and obviously get a takedown.
Well, they had some great shots. It wasn't the inability of him to shoot a shot. It was the inability of him to finish it. But, you know, give Lehman some credit for being very good defensively. So Sawyer Amling, we will see him in a little bit on the backside against an opponent yet to be determined.
He will be wrestling Chris Paulson from Don Bosco, sophomore at 31. Actually, it'd be 32 and 16.
Okay, so Don Bosco, that's the second area wrestler that will have a Don Bosco person. Sophomore at 32 and 16. 32 and 16. Well, we've got a break here. Our next wrestler will not be till 195, and we'll have Tyler Hoffman from East Buchanan. He'll be taking on Matt Montgomery from Lisbon. And then right away we'll have Ryan Parmalee from Maquoketa Valley. He'll be taking on Cody Shope from South Central Calhoun. And then we'll jump right to 285 and Tyler Yankovic from Maquoketa Valley. He'll be taking on Joe Ricker from Mount Ayr. That's going to be a brawl. Ricker is 51 and 2. And then we'll be ready for our consolation matches. So let's take a short time out. We'll send it back to the station for maybe a song or two and maybe a weather report. Stay with us. We've got more action for you from the well, Class 1A style, on the 2014 state tournament on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.
And welcome back into the Wells Fargo Arena. We get you set for Class 1A quarterfinals. And our next wrestler up is going to be Tyler Hoffman from East Buchanan. Hoffman, 42-0. He's going to be taking on Matt Montgomery from Lisbon, who is a senior at 43-6. This should be a very good matchup between Hoffman and Montgomery.
Jamie, I think these two wrestled at the finals of the Tri-Rivers Conference, with Hoffman winning that match. So, and I believe they wrestled in a duel, a conference duel. So Hoffman is leading the series, I believe, 2-0. But still, you know, Montgomery comes in here with a 43-6 record. So, you know, you take 3 of those losses away to Hoffman, he's 43-3. So a very, very good season for the senior from Lisbon. Next match up, next open match should be Hoffman. While we wait, we've got an update on Marcus Siegworth from Central of Elkader at 160 pounds. He was pinned in 29 seconds by Tyler Faubert from Eddyville, Blakesburg. So Siegworth, the senior from Central, will get thrown to the backside, and he'll have a consolation match coming up. That's an update for our Central fans on the north edge of our listing zone. So there you have it. I think Hoffman should be up. Tyler Hoffman should be up on mat number 5. So we'll have that. Comes Tyler Hoffman, shot out of a cannon as he sprints out of the tunnel and across the mat right to his corner. He's ready to go.
Number 3 at 220, Matt Donovan, Vinny Harvey.
On deck will be Ryan Parmley from Maquoketa Valley at 48-1, 49-1. He's after his 50th win. He'll be taking on Cody Shope from South Central Calhoun, who's 26-4. So not too many matches for Shope, only 30, while Parmley has 20 more at 50th. He's looking at his 50th match. So Montgomery, Lisbon sporting their all-white singlets they put on, and East Buchanan in their traditional blue singlets with the white belt around their waist, and East Buchanan written across the back shoulder blades there. So Tyler Hoffman trying to stay undefeated. And Zach and Jamie, in this day and age of wrestling, it's pretty hard to stay undefeated in wrestling.
Well, it is, and we've seen some undefeateds go down in this tournament, and just you know, it like you said, it is so hard because when you've got that undefeated record, more times than not, you're going to be ranked near the top, and that just puts a big X on your back and makes you the big target to go get.
Well, there's the whistle. There's a low single on the whistle by Hoffman. He couldn't quite catch the heel of Montgomery. Montgomery's got white everything on. He's got white shoes. There's a long shot by Montgomery. Nice down block by Hoffman. Hoffman definitely has the size advantage on Montgomery. Hoffman is very solid. And Hoffman comes out into staggered stance, leading with that right leg. He dives in on a single. Montgomery with another nice down block on Hoffman. Now hard collar tie by Montgomery. There's a throw by Hoffman. He's trying to cut the corner on Montgomery, and he sticks his leg on the inside. That's 2 points. Why isn't that 2 points? Thank you very much. 2 points for Hoffman. Hoffman sticks his right leg inside the left leg of Montgomery, goes around the head and under the arm, picks up 2. And that's a takedown. So 54 seconds into the match, Tyler Hoffman goes up 2-0. And he's working on a drive cradle. He's got Montgomery turned into a knot. He's going to load up a drive cradle, and he's going to try to stack Montgomery on his back. He's got Montgomery loaded up. Could be a fall. Referee down looking close. Hoffman's got to watch so he doesn't pin himself here, gentlemen, as he's in a bit of a predicament here, and he's got to bail out. That's a 3-point near fall for Hoffman and a 1-point escape by Montgomery. Boy, that was close, Zach.
Yeah, his back was exposed to the mat right there. Really close to pinning himself. I think the referee was looking at it too. Luckily rolled through it, got the quick escape, and now in on a takedown right here.
And he felt that. You know, it's always scary wrestling a guy for the third time. And Hoffman, though, with another 2-point takedown, a long shot by Montgomery, and Hoffman with the stuff and spin. He's going to go up 7-1 now with 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Ryan Parmley will be the next match up. So the next open mat will have the junior from the junior from Maquoketa Valley up. Cody Shope from South Central Calhoun will be his opponent. All right, Montgomery's going to choose down. Matt Montgomery, a senior. Tyler Hoffman, a senior. Again, Hoffman 42-0, trying to go 42-0, trying to go 43-0, and get to that top podium on Saturday night. Montgomery down, Hoffman up on top, tight waist with the right, inside wrist with the left, and Hoffman applying a lot of pressure to that left shoulder. Hoffman's going to cut Montgomery loose. And no, Zach, Jamie and I have talked about this during the course of the season. You know, you can expend a lot of energy trying to turn somebody over, and it's awful hard if that's somebody is stalling or basing out underneath. You might as well cut them loose and expend that energy up on your feet.
Well, I think that's where Tyler Hoffman is most comfortable, is on his feet anyways, Roger. So it's good to see him, cut him there, not waste a lot of time as it comes with ease, getting a takedown here.
Well, we've got Ryan Parmley on mat number 2. Again, Maquoketa Valley choosing to put their white singlets on today. And Tyler Hoffman now with that cattle catcher on Montgomery, goes around the waist, around the head, slaps Montgomery to his back, and in 3:09, Tyler Hoffman is going to win by a fall. So he will advance to the semis. That's 2 wins and 2 pins for the senior from East Buchanan. So he stays perfect. He now moves to 43-0, and he punched his ticket to the semis. Outstanding job by Tyler. Now down on Matt.
Now Parmalee down on mat number 2. As Ryan Parmalee taking on Cody Shoup from South Central Calhoun. He's a senior at 26-4. Parmalee, a junior, at 49-1. And here's Parmalee out on a quick takedown on Shoup, and now he's got him locked up in a cross-face cradle, looking for the falls. Ryan Parmalee, he's not going to get it. He is going to get 3 near fall, and that is it. So Ryan Parmalee goes up 5-0.
Cody Shoup has a very heavily bandaged left shoulder. He's got that wrap on it, so that's probably why he's only got 30 matches. Parmalee, we can see with that white singlet on, has put the feed bag on.
And yes, he has. You know, up at 220 pounds, and he's and there's another takedown by Parmalee. He throws him to his back. Looking for the fall here is Ryan Parmalee. 1:05 left to go in this first period. He's going to go to a, that should be it. There's the fall, Ryan Parmalee, 101. Ryan Parmalee picks up the fall and advances to the semifinal round. So his second fall of the tournament for Ryan Parmalee.
Boy, he got that throw, and I'll tell you what, if you lock up with Ryan Parmalee and try to go upper body with him, look out, because he's got some happy hips, and he can certainly throw from anywhere, so an outstanding job. That's a good job by our big guys. Tyler Hoffman with the fall into the semifinals, Ryan Parmalee with the fall into the semifinals, and now we're waiting for Tyler Yankovic at 285. This is going to be an interesting match. He's going to take on Joe Ricker from Mount Ayr. He's a junior. He's 51-2. Yankovic is 49-0. So I'll tell you what, that's what is that, 110 wins against only 2 losses. So these guys both know how to win matches. So Zach Tyler Yankovic will have his hands full. But, you know, anything's going to happen here at the state meet.
Once again, we go back to the heavier weights. You know, usually it's thrown or be thrown, or not a lot of points be scored. So we'd like to see Tyler Yankovic out there and get the first takedown so that he can control that entire match.
Well, waiting for a match to open up. While we do, let's go back and Jamie, you've got our schedule for tonight. After this, I believe they're going to go right back into 1As, backside, or 2As.
No, what they're going to do is after this, they're going to wait till all these matches have concluded. Then they will go into the Class 2A semifinals.
Okay.
And consolation quarterfinals.
So we will have Patrick Woods back up from West Delaware at weight class 113, or will he have to wait till the semis are done?
Nope. Semis will be on the inside formats. Consolation quarters will be on the outside format.
Okay, and that's going to determine the medal round, I believe. So we'll see. Right now there's only 8 wrestlers left in each weight in Class 2A. Is that correct?
Yes.
That is correct. So all the 2A wrestlers will earn medals, but now we just got to determine where they're going to be. Tyler Yankovic, they just called on deck, so I believe he's going to be on mat number 7. He's going to be on mat number 7. There's 10 seconds left in that. Mat 6. All right, mat 6. Mat 6 will be Yankovic, and Tyler Yankovic sporting that white singlet. So Maquoketa Valley choosing to go with their championship singlets in this quarterfinal round. Action. Waiting for Joe Ricker.
We will wrestle these matches to completion.
Joe Ricker is a house also.
Once these matches are completed, there will be a 5-minute break, and we will begin the Class 2A semifinals and third round consolation.
Okay, they'll take a 5-minute break. Once all these matches are done, they'll take a 5-minute break, and then they will start the 2A consolations, and we will have Patrick Woods from West Delaware up immediately. So Tyler Yankovic Then we'll have the 2A guys, then we'll have the 1As coming back through.
Actually, I think Patrick will be, he might be first available. No, he's on the bottom of 113. So you're going to have.
He should be on mat number 8, Jamie, I believe.
Yep.
Inside and outside. All right, Ricker from Mount Air and Yankovic from Maquoketa Valley. 110 wins between these two guys, and there's a double underhook by Ricker and a throw by Yankovic, but off the edge of the mat they go. Tell you what, Joe Ricker found out what wrestling the barrel-chested Yankovic is all about right there, but he's coming right back too with that underhook. So no fear in Ricker from Mount Air. Right back to that, there's a headlock by Ricker, and Yankovic's going to try to pull him underneath for a 2-point takedown. Off the edge of the mat they go. I'll tell you what, exciting. Both wrestlers getting after it right here. And Ricker, you can see how he's 51-2. I'll tell you what, he likes to get underneath the arms. He likes to load up those underhooks and overhooks. And now he's slowed the pace down a little bit. He found out that Tyler Yankovic is somebody that's worked these positions before. And again, when you wrestle Ryan Parmley in the wrestling room, you got to be used to getting launched. So Yankovic has been here before. 1:05 left to go, first period. Yankovic working the head of Ricker. Ricker now with an overhook on the left arm of Yankovic. Yankovic with a couple of snap downs, and we talked to Coach Andrews before this round started, and he liked what Yankovic is doing on his feet, really being heavy on the head with his hands and making his opponent carry his weight. 43 seconds left. Here comes Ricker trying to get underneath the arms of Yankovic. 0-0. This is the last match of our 1A wrestlers. They've had a pretty good round here. We've seen some great matches, starting off at weight class 106 with the little guy, freshman Brock Henderson from North Lynn, punching his ticket to the semifinals. There's a snatch single by Yankovic. Let's see if we can get the big Ricker up off the mat. And Ricker steps out of bounds. Yankovic out of bounds, so we've got to go back to the center with 16 seconds. Yankovic has survived this flurry of Ricker. And Ricker wanted to come out and launch Yankovic early and try to get this thing in the books. We'll see if Ricker can go 6 minutes. We know Tyler Yankovic can. He won a 4-1 match over Cody Thompson from Grettinger-Terrell to open up his tournament. Yankovic's choice, he's going to go down. Good choice. A lot of fun, Zach, with these big guys. They're throw or be thrown, and you like to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. This is an exciting match to watch. You know, sometimes it's slow and a slow pace, but these guys are in an absolute dogfight right now. That's what you like to see.
And we've seen a lot of, through the course of the year, we've seen a lot of pushing and shoving in this 285-pound weight class, but these guys are really going at it, and you like to see that. Ricker's only a junior, so Yankovic is a senior, so when tomorrow is over, Yankovic will take off that singlet for the last time for the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats, but it's been an outstanding career for Tyler. 5 left to go. Yankovic with a double underhook around Ricker, and Ricker tries to throw him off the edge, so you got to watch that. Ricker very comfortable working upper body. And again, he can match size and looks like he can match size and strength with Tyler Yankovic. Yankovic a little bit heavier legged than Ricker. 1:09 left to go. Yankovic leading 1-0. 1:06 left to go in the second period. Yankovic on the prowl here, and Ricker trying to keep Yankovic at bay with the hard collar tie. 55 seconds left to go. Yankovic trying to join teammate Ryan Parmley in the semifinals. 46 seconds left in this second period. Hard collar tie by Ricker, retied by Yankovic. Ricker now over the top of Yankovic. Double underhook now by Ricker. Yankovic blocking off and sagging, pulls his head out, and Ricker backs up. So Ricker getting in tight on the clinch, and Yankovic blocking him off with the head. Here comes Ricker again. Might get stalling against Yankovic for blocking off with his head. 19 seconds left to go. There's Ricker one more time. He's got an overhook and underhook. Might get stalling. Yankovic going to blocking off with the head, so we'll see We'll see if a stalling call goes against Jankovic. He's got to get some offense from those overhooks that he's got on Ricker. 6 seconds left to go. And we're going to go to the third period with Jankovic. There's Jankovic on a shot. That's a nice job right there with 2 seconds left. Jankovic takes a shot. That's telling the official you're still wrestling. Ricker's choice as he deferred. He will choose down. And there's a knee slide to a stand-up by Ricker, a hard, tight waist by Jankovic. Outside stand-up by Ricker, gets to his feet, splits the hands of Jankovic, scores 1, and this thing is knotted up at ones. So this thing might be settled on their feet. Again, we've got 2 matches left to go at 285. Then they're going to take a 5-minute break before our 2A wrestlers come up. So as soon as this match is over, we'll have Mr. Jamie Vasky give us a 1A recap, and then we'll send it back to the station for a minute. There's a headlock attempt by Ricker. Opportunity for Jankovic to hit a go behind, and he missed it. Ricker squared him up. 1:24 left to go, third period. Quarterfinal round match. The winner will punch their ticket to the semis. The loser will have to come back the hard way to try to get that third place medal. 1:13 left to go. Jankovic has not had any offense from his feet, so to speak. He's doing a great job now pushing Ricker. Now Ricker gets called for stalling. Ricker gets called for stalling there, Zach. So nice job by Jankovic. And the Mount Air coaches get up out of their chair and shake their heads. But again, Jankovic doing just exactly what he needs to do, wrestling a very, very smart match against the 52 or the 51-2 Ricker. 50 seconds left. Nice snatch single attempt by Jankovic. Jankovic back in, underhook now a lock. Body lock by Jankovic. Bear hug. And off the edge of the mat. Ricker pulls him off the edge, so they've got to circle back in one more time. 39 seconds. Snap down by Ricker. And Jankovic showing some strength right there. And another nice job by Jankovic. Zach, you took that shot to out of bounds. That's telling the official I'm still working. You know, you can't get hurt by doing that.
No, you can't. Roger, I believe this match might end in a toss, is what I'm going to guess. That's all you're seeing right now, or a stall call. Jankovic's, doing a nice job of pushing, showing some action, and Richter's just going backwards. So that could be the outcome of this match.
Jankovic with the snatch single. Now Jankovic with a bear hug. He's got a body lock on Ricker. Let's see if he can throw him to win the match. 2 seconds left, and we're going to go to overtime. We're going to overtime right here. I think you're right, Zach. It's either going to be a throw for points or a throw and somebody's going to slip, and the other person will take advantage of it. Not sure how many overtime matches Jankovic has been in this year, but he's in on a snatch single, and he's going to back trip Ricker.
Nope.
Wizard. Off the edge of the mat they go. Referee called him off, and I'll tell you what, that was close. I see a big leave. 46 seconds left. That was outstanding. Motion by Jankovic. He got in on that snatch single, and that's what working that head will do. He's got Ricker from Mount Air back on his heels now. Jankovic with an underhook. Jankovic's going to try to load up Ricker. Ricker now with an overhook, and Jankovic once again shoots off the edge of the mat. 25 seconds left to go. Ricker looks a little tired coming back to the center. Jankovic in on, tries to shoot a double. There's an over and under now by Ricker. Ricker trying to load up a throw. And Jankovic going to pull his head out, pick up a 2 in overtime. Jankovic with a 2-point, and you called it, Zach. That was a missed throw by Ricker and a nice counter by Jankovic. He's going to win this 3-1 in overtime. Sudden victory. Tyler Jankovic will pick up the win, and he will punch his ticket to the semis. So there you have it. Our 1A session is over. Going to take a 5-minute break right here. We'll have Mr. Jamie Vasky do a quick recap for us, and then we'll take a break and be back with our 2A kids.
At weight class 106, Brock Henderson with a 5-2 win over Jordan Schmitz from Don Bosco. Henderson will move into the semifinals later tonight, and he will take on Justin Portillo from Clarion Goldfield. who's a sophomore at 24-2. At weight class 126, Jared Coyle from Maquoketa Valley losing 13-0 against Brady Rudin from Wilton. He will take on Cole Fox from Don Bosco in the backside round. At weight class 132, we saw Carter Happel pin Hunter Washburn from Alburnett. Happel will move into the semifinals tonight, and he will take on, get his opponent here real quick. He'll take on J.D. Rader from South Hamilton Jewel. At weight class 138, Sawyer Amling losing 8-3. He moves to the backside. He'll take on Chris Paulson from Don Bosco. Marcus Sigworth losing by fall 29 seconds to Tyler Faubert, as Sigworth will bump to the backside, and he will take on, he'll take on Jake Hogan from Don Bosco. So a lot of our area kids wrestling Don Bosco this round. Weight class 195, Tyler Hoffman with a fall in 309 in the quarterfinal round. He will move on to the semis tonight and take on Trey Sander from Exira Elkhorn Kimballton. And at 220, Ryan Parmalee with a fall in 1 minute and 1 second over Cody Shoup from South Central Calhoun. Parmalee will move on to the semifinal round, get his opponent here, as Parmalee will move on, and he will take on Blake Sappingfield. He'll take on Blake Sappingfield from Lawton Bronson in the semifinals tonight, and Tyler Yankovic moving into the semifinals with that win there, as he will take on either Riley Howell from Wapello or Mitch Gambrell from Clarion Goldfield. So we will be back. They're going to take a short break. We'll be back with Patrick Woods. We'll have Patrick Woods up for you when we come back. Right after this, you're listening to state wrestling coverage from KMCH Sports.
Now, welcome back, wrestling fans. Our 2A wrestlers are taking a break. Our 1A wrestlers are back on the mat. And we've got Mr. Jared Coyle from Maquoketa Valley up, and he's taking on Cole Fox from Don Bosco, who's a junior at 30-some-odd wins and 10 losses. And, here we go. As Coyle is going to take the mat. Coyle right in on a single on Fox. And let's see if he can finish this thing. He's got a single on the right side, head to the inside, and he's going to lift Fox up. Hunter Washburn getting absolutely beat up on mat number right there. Nice takedown as Coyle stays with the single, cuts across to the double. The Wizard is back. Welcome back, Mr. Jamie Vasky. Welcome back, Mr. Jamie Vasky. Mr. Technology is back with us, and we appreciate that so much. Coyle now up on top of Fox. Fox with a stand-up, and we're going to get potential dangerous right there. All right. Coyle was going to try to front trip Fox, and our official stopped it, which was wise for potential dangerous, as Coyle had both arms of Fox wrapped up, and if Fox would have went down, he probably would have landed right on his head. There's a one-point escape now by Fox, and Coyle's going to have to go back to work here. Again, Jared Coyle trying to get himself in position to earn a medal here at the state meet. A win would do that for him. Lawson is knocked out of the tournament right here. Lawson is knocked out of the tournament. A sweep single attempt by Fox, overhooked now by Coyle. And now a drop single by Coyle. He's in deep. He's going to cut across to a double. Fox does a nice job countering. Coyle switches off to a double, gets his head to the outside. Now Coyle's locked up on Fox. And now Fox ends up with an overhook on Coyle. Coyle's going to pick up the single, back trip Fox. No points yet as Coyle kind of let go of the single. Fox is going to step over the top of Coyle. Might have a defensive takedown for Fox here on the edge of the mat. 3 seconds left to go, and Jared Coyle hanging on to the left leg. So, wow, great action there, Zach McCool.
Yeah, that's what we like to see, a lot of action in these matches, especially go after and get a medal here. Jared Coyle doing a nice job. Hopefully he can find a pinning combination here. If not, let him out and go to your offense.
All right, second period. Fox is going to choose down, and Coyle is just going to let him loose. So we're back to our feet. Deuce is up on the board. 2-2, second period. Sweep single attempt by Fox. Tap and go by Fox. Coyle does a nice job keeping his feet moving. Tap and go again by Fox. Coyle now with the reshot. He's got the the left knee of Fox in there before. Fox does a nice job down blocking. Fox only junior, 32-10. 1:28 left to go. Might get a stalemate right here. Now Coyle in between the legs of Fox, and Fox is going to drape over the top of Coyle, pick up the ankles, and it's going to be a stalemate. Here we go. 1:20. 1:20 left to go in the second period. Still Deuce is up on the board. A takedown by Coyle and 2 escapes by Fox has us knotted at 2s. 1:02 left to go. A high crotch attempt by Fox. High crotch attempt by Fox, and Coyle backs out of it. 54 seconds left to go. Boy, Coyle needs a shot here in a big way. He's got to increase that lead going into the third period. Again, Jared Coyle, two-time medalist from Maquoketa Valley. You don't want to walk out of here with almost 50 wins your senior year and not have a medal around your neck.
That's right. He has to get after it. He's got to show some pace here. He knows what's on the line right here, so we'd like to see him get after his offense, create some motion here.
27 seconds left. Fox now on the go here for the Don Bosco Dons. Fox working a snap down on Coyle, snapping the head, heavy on the head. Fox is trying to set up that single. We're going to get stalling against Coyle. You knew that was going to happen. 10 seconds left to go. Jared Coyle's got to tie the hands of Cole Fox up. Cole Fox in a long shot. 4 seconds left to go. Down block by Coyle. Front headlock now by Coyle. Drop in by Fox. And we're going to go to the third period, and it's going to be Coyle's choice, and he's going to choose down. He's been warned for stalling. You can't sit around. You're wrestling a legger. You're wrestling a cradler. You got to get moving, Zach.
Exactly what you just said a few matches ago. 6 shots to 0 shots, and this official dinged him for stalling here.
Well, there's an escape by Coyle. Coyle drops in on a double. He cuts across now. He's got Fox sitting on his hip. He spikes the left leg of Fox on the single. Now he's going to try to cut across to the far ankle, the right ankle of Cole Fox. Fox with a hard whizzer stuffing the head of Coyle. Boy, Coyle's got to move here. Again, you're sitting. That gives your opponent an opportunity. That might be 2 there as Coyle. That's a 2-point takedown. Nice job. And I'll tell you what, the Don Bosco fans are besides themselves. The coaches beside themselves also. Now it's a 5-2 lead with 1:26. Jared Coyle trying to pick up the medal here for himself. All right, he's going to let, boy, he's not even trying to ride Fox. He just kind of let him go. You've been warned for stalling. Hammer him a little bit. 1:16 left to go in this match. It's 5-3 now in favor of the senior from Maquoketa Valley, wrestling his 53rd match of the year. That is a ton of matches. We got to spy the arena. We should have Sawyer Amlin up here pretty shortly at 1:38. He'll be taking on Chris Paulson from Don Bosco, and then we'll move up to 1:60, and we'll just spy Marcus Siegworth. I think he's taking on Jake Hogan from Don Bosco, and then that'll be it for our Class 1A kids. 54 seconds left. 50 seconds left. Again, you can't get dinged for stalling here. Coyle doing a nice job now controlling the hands of Fox. Fox is going to drop in on a single. Fox now pressuring Coyle. Coyle hanging on for dear life. A collar tie by Coyle. Again, Coyle's got to push forward. Coyle now working an elbow tie on Fox. 30 seconds left. Coyle now tying the hands. There's going to be stalling against Coyle. 1 point against Fox. 5-4 now, 24 seconds. Ankle pick by Fox. Shot by Coyle in deep. He's going to cut the corner on Fox, and we'll see if he can pick up a 2-point takedown. 5-4, 14 seconds. Jared Coyle's got to elevate that single. Cole Fox draped over the top of Jared Coyle, and we're going to get a stalemate with 8 seconds left. Now, Jared Coyle could have elevated that shot and burned off the last 8 seconds, but he hung on to it and kept his head down.
Yeah, he sat on his hip and just laid there with his head on the mat. He could have elevated, and didn't create a stalemate.
That's going to do it. Coyle's going to win this match 5-4, and he will move on to the medal round. He will wrestle another match, a couple more matches for sure. Jared Coyle will pick up, I believe that's his third state meet medal for the Maquoketa Valley Wildcats. He'll be a three-time medalist for Coach Tim Andrews, and that's a good feeling right there. He knows he'll be on the medal stand. Well, we've got Sawyer Amling coming up, should be on the next open mat. Jared Coyle has been our first wrestler in Class 1A, and that was a hard-fought 5-4 win. And over on the far side, Jamie, got Hunter Washburn get thrown to his back. He's down 3-0. Hunter Washburn in a headlock. And Hunter Washburn, returning state champion, could lose. And Washburn is hurt. Oh, legal hold. I'm not sure there, but anyway, we're waiting for Sawyer Amling to spy, and then after Sawyer Amling, Marcus Sigworth will take on Jake Hogan from Don Bosco. We will not do that hold by hold, but we will spy that. We'll have an update. Okay, mat 8. Oh, mat number 4. Thank you very much, mat number 4. So Amling and Paulson. So we got another Don Bosco wrestler. I'm not sure who Hunter Washburn is wrestling over there, but that little guy is a tiger. Telling you what, 8-1, he threw a big-time headlock. And I'm not sure what the illegal hold was. He must have lost the arm or slid the headlock up. But regardless, we got Sawyer Amling, and do or die for the junior from Edco. You win and you're in. You lose and you got to go home on the second day of the state tournament. We got 2 minutes up on the clock. Paulson, a long, lanky. He's 32-16. So you've got to think that Sawyer Amling's got to update. There's a double leg takedown by Amling. He's going to pick up 2. No, he did not pick up 2. But he had an opportunity to pick up 2 right there and take Paulson to his back, and he let Paulson roll through on the double. And no points to show for it. 136. Wow, what a double, and then you have no points. All right, back to the center of the mat. Amling in on a high crotch, cuts across to another double. Let's see if he can finish it this time. He keeps his head to the outside. Paulson in a down block. Well, you got to get your hips in, Sawyer Amling. Drop your hips in, sit through. Now he's going to grab both ankles of Paulson. There's a 2-point takedown right there. That's a much better job. Picked up 2. Covered the hips. This is a pride match, Zach McCool, for Sawyer Amling.
Yeah, like we talked about before, this is a gut check. The pride getting up as high as you can on that podium, like we talked about earlier again today. So this is exactly what he's got to do, is come out and win this match to get a medal.
So 1:05 left to go, first period. Amling up, riding tough. He's got a tight waist with the right. Trying to lock up a ball and chain with the left. Now he pops over to the right side of Paulson. Now a tight waist with the left, and he's going to cut Paulson loose. He's going to dive in on a double, and he's going to lift Paulson up and back trip him and pick up a 2-point takedown. You might as well trade 1 for 2, as easy as those double legs have been. 4-1 lead now by Amling. 37 seconds left to go, and Amling doing a nice job riding Paulson. He's got all of his weight forward, and he's going to control that left arm, maybe try to throw Paulson to his back and end this thing. I'm not sure how physical Paulson wants this match to get. 23 seconds left in the first period. And back to the set position is Paulson. There's the whistle. Paulson to a stand-up. Amling's going to pick up an inside, and he's going to back trip Paulson and throw him down to the mat. Going to throw him down to the mat right there. And no change of position, but he's just doing a good job being physical with 4 seconds left to go. 4 seconds left to go, first period. That's going to do it. All right, second period underway. There's a stand-up by Paulson. Amling picks him up and back trips him. I'm telling you what, got to be careful right here. Amling's got a cradle in on Paulson. Paulson slipped his left arm out, and now it's going to be a 1-point escape by Paulson. They haven't awarded it yet. 1-point escape for Paulson as Amling dives back in on a double. His head's to the outside, to the right side of Paulson. Now Amling trying to drive that double. Paulson, very tall, lean, and lanky, is going to pick up a 1-point escape. 4-2 now, minute and a half to go, second period. And a sweep single now by Amling. And now he switches off to a double. Let's see if he can pick Paulson up. Paulson with that length. And now Paulson with a neck wrench on Amling. Amling's got to be careful. He's got to post and pop his head to the outside. Paulson's going to try to high leg over Amling. There's a 2-point takedown for Sawyer Amling. Now it's 6-2. 6-2 right there for Sawyer Amling over Chris Paulson. So our area wrestlers trying to knock the Don Bosco Dons out of the tournament. Weight class 126, Jared Coyle knocked Cole Fox out of the tournament for Don Bosco. And now Sawyer Amling's trying to do the same thing to Chris Paulson as he is up 6-2 with 1 minute left to go. And Jamie, is Hunter Washburn going to get knocked out of the tournament? He's down 11-2.
Kind of looks that way.
That's going to be his second loss, and he's done. Returning state champ for Alburnett getting knocked out of the tournament. He will not place. Again, we talked about that, not being able to recover. Not being able to recover from that tough luck loss, that hard loss to Carter Happel. And then, not sure who he wrestled there, but that little guy's a tiger. 22 seconds left to go, and escape by Paulson. So we're going back to neutral. Paulson has yet to shoot a shot on Amling. Amling now with the front headlock on Paulson. He's going to cut the corner, scoop behind, maybe pick up 2. There's a 2-point takedown by Amling with 7 seconds left to go. Paulson with the stand-up. Amling's going to snatch onto an ankle, go over to a double, and bump Paulson forward. And Amling's going to go down. Jamie Vasky, a lot of emotions we are witnessing at this 2014 state tournament, as always.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, just my little walk down below to catch up with some coaches. I tell you what, they just see a lot of kids after just getting beat out of the semifinals in Class 2A, just a lot of heartbreak.
Well,
but then you see the flip side of it when somebody comes off the mat after a big win in the semifinals. You know, it's an emotional roller coaster. I tell you what, talked to Coach Michael Doyle down there, and he had to go from watching Chase Straw lose at 145 and be down from that to watch Kyle Fank ride out Joe Teague in the third period to win the match and make it to the finals. So, I mean, those ups and downs is just, it's incredible.
Well, it's an emotional roller coaster, one that you can never pick to ride, one that is not much fun riding. You'd like to stay on top and not go down to the bottom of the valley of that roller coaster, but as a coach, sometimes you experience that, and it's your job, and your athletes experience that. It's your job to put it all in perspective. 53 seconds left to go. Amling choosing down. He's going to score a 1-point escape, and it's 9-3 now. He's in control of this match, but I'm telling you what, that neck wrench of Paulson could be deadly, but that's a 2-point takedown by Amling. Amling showing a little physicality here now, Zach, and that's kind of what the doctor ordered. Injury timeout as Paulson has to go to the blood corner. So there you have it.
Well, we got a second here. We will have Maquoketa Valley Northland basketball for you after Sawyer Amling's match, because I believe this is our last match of this round, as our other Class 1A wrestlers are either out or are in the semifinals tonight. So we will send it to John Swisher with the call of that one when we get done here, when Sawyer Amling's match is over. We've got 40 seconds left, but injury timeout. So when we get done here, why don't we take this opportunity to recap what we've done, as we had Class 2A come in first, and then we've gone to 1A. Patrick Woods will take on Jacob Fensky after an 11-1 major decision. Sam Phillips lost in the semifinals to Brady Jennings from Osage and will wrestle in the consolation semifinals tomorrow. Weight class 138, Cody Neighbor, same deal, lost in the semifinals, lost by fall to Max Thompson of Union, and will wrestle in the consolation semis tomorrow. Chase Straw from Independence, a 3-1 loss to Chase Schultz from Creston in the semis. He'll wrestle in the consolation semis. Jake Voss will wrestle in the consolation semifinals as he pinned Nick Baumler from North Fayette Valley in 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Chase Reesing from Owine. Do we know? No, he's done.
I think Lamphere's still in, Jamie.
Did he win his consolation match?
We'll check that out.
Yep.
Yeah, Sawyer Amlin with 16 seconds left to go, or 6 seconds left to go. Amlin will win this match, and we will see him. He will medal, Jamie. So Sawyer Amlin gets a 13-4 major decision. So that's a nice job by the junior from Edco. A 13-4 major decision. You like to see that because we'll see him on the award stand now.
And what we'll do is we'll recap the rest when we come back before our night session. We'll come on the air a little bit early. We'll recap what we saw in this session and get you ready for the Class 3A semifinals and then the Class 1A semifinals. So that's going to do it for us here for now. We're going to send it to John Swisher with the call of the Northland Maquoketa Valley basketball game as you've been listening to state wrestling coverage on Eastern Iowa Sports Station, Mix 94.7 KMCH.